Well, we're back here with video 2, and I'm going to explain where I come from and how I got here. And I wrote down some notes here, so I'll be looking down sometimes to check my notes here, so that way on my future videos I don't repeat what I've already said in the videos before them. So anyway, here we go. So, if you saw my little introduction that I wrote on my channel here, I'm 71 years old, and I've been working out, pushing iron since I was 15, and I even got my first 100-pound weight set for Christmas when I think I was 15, 16 years old, and I actually still have that set downstairs in my gym in the basement. In high school, I was on the gymnastics team, track team, swimming team. Not all at the same time, but in the course of the 4 years, I was on one of those teams. But I really liked working out with weights. I really liked bodybuilding, and I liked the Olympic lifts. I trained a little bit in Olympic lifts, and in those days there was 3 lifts: the press, the clean and jerk, and the snatch. And in about I think it was 1972 they got rid of the press, so there's only 2 lifts left now. And most of my training I did was at the neighborhood boys club, because they had the Olympic bars and all that stuff. That helped us be able to get stronger. It was kind of hard to move after you got strong enough with the 110-pound set. It was hard to get any stronger than that without having to increase. And my parents, were middle class, and we didn't have the money to buy and keep on adding, more weight. Plus, we lived in an apartment; we didn't have a basement to work out in. So, I worked there during high school, so I didn't have to pay any dues or anything. And after I would have my day's work done, then I would work out. So that was cool. I was able to work out there for free. Actually get paid for working there and work out for free. And as all of us have, in one way or another, got all our information of working out, bodybuilding or weightlifting or powerlifting from the magazines. I also dabbled in dynamic tension, the Atlas, Charles Atlas courses. That was the big thing in the day. And also Bob Hoffman, to get a good, 6-pack abdominal workout course we had here. And as you can see, there's all kinds of photos of guys from way back when, and they actually had 8-packs if you count each row. And these are guys way back when, and they were pretty well cut. So it's not hard to get a 6-pack even today if you diet right. Also, the magazines. Here's a magazine. I kept most of my magazines. I got them down in a big box. And here's one of Frank Zane, 1969. And here, most naturally, you will see, how everybody got their bodies from their routines. But you have to understand that we all are different and each person's routine is for them, and 99% of the time that routine is not going to work for someone else. It's not all cookie cutter, routines here. It takes a while to learn how your body reacts and how it responds, to the stimuli from lifting weights. And after that, then you can make your own routines and progress to where you want to be. Then I have here another magazine. This is 1969. Here's Frank Colombo, what he looked like in '69. I had some magazines with Arnold Schwarzenegger, but I really wasn't a fan of him. He was a very, I don't know, outspoken, arrogant at the time. But I was young then, so I that's how I thought of him. But actually, he is the the father of bodybuilding, and also I think having Cassius Clay at the time, which he was arrogant and boisterous and outspoken at the time, so I think that's what Arnold thought he would copy him, and they both made it out there pretty well in their fields with their cockiness. And here's another magazine. I'm just showing these magazines because this is where we actually got our knowledge for working out. Here's another one from '68, and then they had in the Hoffman magazine, Strength and Health, they used to even give you the the tryout results from different powerlifting and Olympic lifting. So that was nice. Then now they have just separate have separate magazines for each bodybuilding, powerlifting. Then here's another one for '69, the Mr. America report from '69, and here's some pictures of, and most of them were black and white at the time. So anyway, guys, that's the what I used to learn how to work out, and then in the course of time, I wasn't really progressing much by using other people's routines, and then as time went by, I finally got the rhythm and found my niche on how I should be moving the weights to actually be able to gain muscle and strength. And also, we were young then, and the scientific end of it, I don't know how much of it was actually scientific. Like today, everything is scientific. Every gram of food you put in your mouth has some special effect on how you're going to look, or how much weight you're going to, or how much definition you're going to have, or how cut up you're going to be. In those days, we just ate what we wanted to eat, and we worked out the way we thought it was supposed to be, and we never really worried about it. But today, it's a lot different, and so doesn't mean that it's wrong, because you can see these guys are still lean, they're still cut, and like I said, I have no idea how these guys got the way they were, except for what they said they did in those magazines. But the magazines usually are only one-sided anyway. So the best thing to do is just do your research and pick out the routine, or make up your routine. Or if you're working out at a gym and they have some personal trainers there or coaches, you can have them help you get started. But then in the long run, you're going to be the judge of how you're going to actually work out to progress. And the reason why I didn't actually stay working out in bodybuilding as far as physique contests is I was in a automobile accident when I was 19, and I broke my collarbone and right here, and the bone, the way it healed, it made my shoulder almost an inch, probably inch and a half shorter than this side. So I wasn't symmetrical anymore. So from here to here, my shoulders were not as wide as they should be. And in order to have that fixed, I would have to have an operation, have them break the collarbone and then reset it and put some plates in there. And I really don't see no sense in it. I'm 71 years old, and I'm not really actually going to be competing in any bodybuilding physique contest. But I am going to be training to powerlift. The strength is still there, and the way the collarbone sits it doesn't exactly affect the 3 lifts that we have to do for powerlifting. So I'm not too much worried about it. But at the time when I broke my collarbone, didn't realize that that's exactly what was happening, and really made me mad that I couldn't, actually compete, in physique. But yet again, I only weigh 148 pounds at the time, and I weigh 148 right now, and I'm 5'8", so I wasn't really tall. The tall guys are usually the ones that really, can get really big and look good on stage. So anyway, so when I got done, when I got older, let's put it this way, when I got older, like in my 40s, I decided to just back off and let the old man mindset, or not working out heavy anymore. And all I did was just work out with dumbbells. I worked out with dumbbells every day just to keep the muscles moving and flexible, but never did any kind of really heavy training anymore. And that started like about 40. And then, as in my job also, I drove a semi for 40 years, and in Chicago, and it was local, so 50% of it was driving, and 50% was unloading and loading trucks. And by the time the day was up, it was like I handled like 80,000 pounds a day, 40,000 pounds off the trailer and 40,000 pounds back onto the trailer, and then trying to go to the gym and work out. It was starting to take its toll, because I would work out 2.5 hours each session, every other day at the gym. And when I was younger, okay, I could take it, but when I started hitting my 40s, it was just too hard. So I just worked out with dumbbells at home, and just kept myself, flexible and whatever. But as far as strength, forget it. Working with light dumbbells does not keep your strength up. You have to actually work heavy in order to keep yourself strong. So when I turned 69 3 years ago, I was going shopping one day, and I parked the car, and I was going to go to the store across the street from where I was parked. So cars were going by, and then there was a break, and I said, okay, I'll run across the street. I started running and almost buckled. My knees buckled on me. I couldn't even carry myself across the street. And from that second on, I decided, that's it. I'm going back to working out. I'm going to start working out heavy again. And actually, there's no reason why I shouldn't do that. Shouldn't be able to do that, because I have all the weights downstairs in my basement, and I'm going to explain that in another video. So so then from that day on, I set up myself how I'm going to lose weight, because I also, which is not really heavy, but for my frame and my body and my bone structure, I weighed like 175 pounds, which was not all muscle, and so I needed to get back in shape and lose this weight, and so that started my journey. So back 3 years ago. So I'm going to finish this video. In my next video, I'm going to explain what I did to lose the weight and to start working out again, and the setbacks and the research and the stupid bro science that's out there that caused me a lot of problems in the last 3 years. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'll wait till you hear what happened. So until then, I'll see you guys. Bye.